Whether you're shooting behind the scenes or you're DPing a project, you need a rig that's compact, reliable, and built for long days on set. This is my fully dialed in Sony Fx3 FX30 rig. So let's break it down. First up, the foundation of any good rig is the cage. I'm using a Condor Blue full cage, which adds flexibility and gives me plenty of mounting options. It has an HDMI clamp, NATO rails on all sides, and enough threaded mounts to attach whatever I need. I also keep a Condor Blue mini lock quick release plate permanently attached to the cage. We'll get into that later. Now, the small rig battery plate is compact and super adjustable, making it easy to set up however I need. If I'm building out a bigger rig with a follow focus, I switch to the small rig V-mount plate with the 15mm rod setup. But for most BTS work, I try to keep things simple. For power, I use 4 small rig 99-watt V-mount batteries, which keeps my rig lightweight. On a full day of shooting, I typically go through just 1 to 1.5 batteries, which is great for long shoots. Since I'm holding this rig all day, a good handle is a must. I stick with the Sony audio handle that comes with the Fx3 because built-in XLR audio makes my life so much easier. I also added a small rig extender for extra mounting options. When I'm shooting as a DP and we have a sound op on set, I swap it out for the Condor Blue Tailline XL top handle with the trigger record button for easy recording. It's solid, comfortable, and makes handling a heavy rig all day way easier. For sound, I use the Sony ECM VG1 shotgun mic. It was the first mic that came out when the Fx3 was released. It's directional, compact, and connects straight to the XLR handle, and it's such a really good mic that I got 2. For my monitor setup, I have a small right top handle plate that allows me to also rig on top of the smooth surface of my handle. I also have the small rig monitor mount to mount my monitor. And for the monitor itself, I'm using a small HD Cine 5-inch monitor. It's probably the best brand you can get and it's worth every penny. The best color accuracy, HDMI and SDI inputs and outputs, and all the tools you need inside this monitor. Plus, 5 inches is way better than 7 inches when you're out in the field to keep a compact rig. Now for power and cables, my camera runs on a Condor Blue dummy battery to D-tap, drawing power from my V-mount battery. My monitor is also powered the same way using a 2-pin LEMO to D-tap cable. To keep things clean, I use the Condor Blue D-tap hub, which lets me plug everything into one central power source. Most of my cables, I try to keep between 1 and 3 feet just to avoid clutter because I like having a tidy and neat rig. For audio, I have a 3-foot XLR cable to connect my shotgun mic to the handle. And for video, I use an HDMI cable to feed my camera's footage to the monitor. My short HDMI cables from Amazon kept breaking while I was in South Africa, so I'm using a longer one from now, wrapped up neatly to stay out of the way. But I recently just bought 3 HDMI Condor Blue cables because their quality is just A1. Just a quick note, on some sets, I also need to get audio from the sound op. So I use a Sennheiser wireless transmitter and receiver. This lets me capture both ambient audio and direct talent feed, which is a game changer for behind the scenes. One thing people always ask is why my footage looks so stable. The answer is more points of contact. So I always try to add an extra handle for better control when I can. As far as lenses, we all know that this is going to vary from person to person, but lately I've been rocking with the Sirui anamorphic lens, which pretty much hasn't left my camera. Of course, the important part is storage. I swear by the Angelbird CF Express Type A cards. They're fast, reliable, and I always keep 2 in my camera to avoid swapping cards mid-shoot. And last but not least, my tripod. I use the SQ75 VHS10 carbon fiber tripod from Sirui. I have a 7-step counterbalance system that supports balancing the cameras and other rigs. I have a 4-step tilt and pan damping system, which also allows for stable and smooth movements. It's an amazing video fluid head, and it can hold up to 22 pounds. That can handle any kind of weather. And when you put it all together, that is pretty much my rig. It works for behind the scenes as well as when I'm DPing a project, and so it's very versatile. Now, if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. I have a links for all of this equipment in the description. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to this video. And of course, I'll see you in the next one.